The government and the Council of the University of Papua New Guinea hope to come up with a workable plan next year for university students to continue, as well as new intakes from grade 12. That's after the academic year at UPNG was closed following students' boycott of lectures. In the meantime, remaining students at Waigani have been urged to vacate the campus. Mark Kayok reports.
The government stands ready to assist in whatever it can to salvage the University of Papua New Guinea 2016 academic year. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill and the government's Chief Secretary, Ambassador Isaac Lupari, have been in close consultation with the University Council. This follows the suspension of the 2016 academic year. UPNG Acting Chancellor Dr. Nicholas Mann announced that the University Council has terminated all teaching and learning activities for 2016.
The decision has now been made to terminate 2016 teaching and learning activities only at the University of Papua New Guinea with immediate effect.
The decision to cancel the 2016 academic year was not made lightly. All aspects, including academic standards and integrity of UPNG, were considered thoroughly by the Senate, an independent body in charge of the academic program. The University Council said the mindset and environment at the institution is not conducive for continuation of the academic year. Chief Secretary Isaac Lupari has met with the UPNG Chancellor Dr. Nicholas Mann and the Vice Chancellor Professor Albert Melam, including senior academic staff. The meeting was basically to discuss two things: the rationale of their decision and how the 2016 academic can be salvaged. Lupari said the government wants to see continuation of the 2016 academic year and it is prepared to supply the necessary financial resources that are required. He said what has happened in the last 9 weeks is regrettable and the government cannot change that, but what is important now is the education of our children. He said this must be central to any decision we make now and tomorrow. Lupari went on emphasizing that the remaining 6 months can be utilized to salvage some part of the 2016 academic year. He is urging the government, opposition, the University Council and every member of the civil society to work together to find a peaceful and workable solution. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has expressed sadness over the termination of the 2016 academic year. In a statement, he said, "It is the decision of the UPNG Council which the government cannot interfere with, but it is doing all it can to ensure that the academic year is saved for students to continue their studies." O'Neill said government officials are now negotiating with the UPNG Council to find an amicable way to save the academic year. He said the government will do everything possible as education is the top priority of the government and it cannot see it being jeopardized. Opposition leader Don Polia said the termination of the 2016 academic year is unfortunate. He said the best possible solution now is for Parliament to resume in addressing this issue. He is calling on the Prime Minister to calm down and discuss this matter with Parliament.
So now what do you expect? You think that I as a leader should urge the universities to get the students back to class? I cannot. That is irresponsible because I know that the quality programs have all been not done. But it's not just the university teaching them. It's not the high school. It's not a elementary school. It's the University of Papua New Guinea. So what happens is there are programs that are already intertwined. They've networked into outside universities.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference has also come out unhappy with the decision. CBC General Secretary Father Victor Ross said the termination of the academic year would mean a huge financial loss for the students and the government. He is also calling on the Prime Minister to quickly intervene and save the academic year. CBC said it was a tough decision, but the University Council did not look at alternative options. The University Council will work closely with the Senate in the coming weeks to develop the 2017 academic year to cater for 2016. Meantime, an ultimatum was given to students to vacate the campus this weekend. It's a pity for parents and the sponsors who will have to dig deeper this time.
Mark Kayok with that report. After the break, the corporate blood drive in the national capital gains momentum.